Welcome to the 2023 South Carolina DMV practice test. Here's what's coming up. 60 practice questions and their answers. Remember, the real test consists of just 30 questions, and you'll need to hit that 80% mark or higher to pass. Ensure you're prepared to ace it on your first attempt by using this South Carolina DMV practice test. Don't forget to give that like button a tap. Now, let's get rolling.
Question 1. If another vehicle is trying to pass you, you should A. Stay in your lane and increase your speed. B. Move into the passing vehicle's lane. C. Stay in your lane and maintain a constant speed. D. Slam on your brakes and let the other vehicle pass. The answer is C. If you're being passed, you should stay in your lane and maintain a constant speed to allow the other driver to pass you safely. Stay alert so you can protect yourself if the other driver does something unsafe. Question 2. Which of the following statements about speed limits is true? A. You must not exceed the posted speed limit. B. Driving way below the speed limit on highways can prevent accidents. C. You must always drive at the maximum posted speed limit. D. Speed limits apply only during daylight hours. The answer is A. The maximum speed limits are only for ideal road and traffic conditions. When driving on highways, try to drive at the speed of the other traffic. Driving much slower than other traffic can be dangerous because other drivers do not expect you to be driving that slowly. However, make sure you slow down if the road is slippery or wet. Question 3. You come to an intersection that is blocked by other traffic. You should A. Go slowly until the traffic ahead moves. B. Get as close as possible to the car in front of you. C. Sound your horn to make the cars move up. D. Stay out of the intersection until you can pass through. The answer is D. You cannot enter the intersection if traffic is backed up on the other side and you cannot get completely through the intersection. Wait until traffic ahead clears so you do not block the intersection. Question 4. You are on the freeway and traffic is merging into your lane. You should A. Make room for the merging traffic if possible. B. Assert your right-of-way by driving faster. C. Always maintain your position. D. Honk your horn to deter merging traffic. The answer is A. When traffic permits, you should make room to allow vehicles to merge into your lane. Question 5. A broken white center lane on the roadway means A. No turns are allowed. B. Reduce your speed ahead. C. You are in a no passing zone. D. You may change lanes with due care. The answer is D. A broken white line separates two lanes traveling in the same direction. Once you have signaled and it is safe to do so, you may cross this line when changing lanes. Question 6. To avoid accidents, drivers should communicate with each other by A. Signaling when changing lanes, direction, slowing down, or stopping. B. Use their horns in emergencies and when really necessary. C. Use emergency flashers, flares, and signs as needed. D. All of the above. The answer is D. Crashes often happen because one driver does something the other driver does not expect. To help avoid crashes, communicate with drivers on the road. Let others know where you are and what you plan to do by signaling your intentions with the help of your turn signals, emergency flashers, brake lights, and your horn. Question 7. A green arrow showing at the same time as the red traffic light means A. Do not go in the direction of the arrow until the traffic light turns green. B. Vehicles going in the direction shown by the arrow must stop. C. You may go in the direction of the arrow with caution. D. Road closed ahead. Go in the direction of the arrow. The answer is C. A green arrow pointing right or left means you may make a turn in the direction of the arrow. If the red light is illuminated at the same time, you must be in the proper lane for such a turn, and you must yield the right of way to vehicles and pedestrians clearing the intersection. Question 8. When you see this sign, you must A. Slow down without coming to a complete stop. B. Stop completely and wait for a green light. C. Slow down and check for traffic. D. Stop completely, check for pedestrians, and cross traffic. The answer is D. The stop sign is the only 8-sided or octagon-shaped sign you see on the highway. At an intersection with a stop sign, you must stop and wait for pedestrians and cross traffic to clear the intersection before you go again. Slowing down without coming to a full stop is illegal. Question 9. In the event of turn signal failure, how should you communicate that you are making a turn? A. Hand signals. B. Your horn. C. Your headlights. D. Your emergency flashers. The answer is A. Signals may be given by hand and arm positions or by using the vehicle's signal lights. If bright sunlight makes the signal lights hard to see or your turning lights are malfunctioning, also use hand and arm signals. Question 10. In a roundabout, you have the right of way when you are A. Entering a traffic circle. B. Backing out of a driveway. C. Leaving a parking space. D. Already in a traffic circle. The answer is D. A roundabout is an intersection where traffic travels around a central island in a counterclockwise direction. Vehicles entering or exiting the roundabout must yield to all traffic, including pedestrians. Question 11. Seatbelts can be most effective as injury preventive devices when they are worn by A. The person driving the car. B. Passengers when they are on a long drive. C. All occupants of a car being driven on an expressway. D. Passengers and the driver whenever they are in the car. The answer is D. Seatbelts save lives and can prevent serious injuries in traffic crashes. This is why most states require seatbelt use by adults in motor vehicles and seatbelts, booster seats, or child safety seats for children. Question 12. At many intersections, a right turn may be made while the traffic light is red. Before turning right on red, A. Slow down and proceed without stopping if the way is clear. B. Honk your horn to alert others. C. Come to a complete stop, look both ways, and yield the right of way to pedestrians and other traffic. D. Increase your speed because you have the right of way. The answer is C. Unless otherwise posted, traffic stopped at a red signal may turn right. You must come to a complete stop before the crosswalk and yield to all pedestrians and cross traffic before beginning your turn. Question 13. You want to park downhill on a two-way road and there is no curb. Which way do you turn your front wheels? A. Straight ahead. B. Right toward the side of the road. C. left toward the center of the road. D. Completely to the left across the road. The answer is B. When parking facing downhill on a road with or without a curb, or when facing uphill on a road without a curb, turn your front wheels toward the edge of the road so your vehicle will roll away from traffic if the brakes fail. However, when parking uphill on a road with a curb, turn your wheels toward the center of the road so the vehicle will roll into the curb if the brakes fail. Question 14. When driving in work zones, you should A. Activate your four-way flashers. B. Stay alert, slow down, obey directions given by signs and flaggers, and be prepared to respond quickly to any hazards. C. Increase your speed so as not to impede traffic. D. Keep your windows rolled down for better visibility. The answer is B. When entering a work zone, you should slow down and closely watch the traffic around you. Obey directions given to drivers by signs and flaggers. Be ready to respond quickly to any changes in traffic. Question 15. You must not park your vehicle A. Within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection. B. Within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. C. Within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. D. In any of the above locations. The answer is D. In South Carolina, it is illegal for you to stop or park your vehicle within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection, within 50 feet of the nearest rail at a railroad crossing, or within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Question 16. In South Carolina, you must have your headlights turned on A. From 2 hours after sunset to 2 hours before sunrise. B. From an hour after sunset to an hour before sunrise. C. From a half hour after sunset to a half hour before sunrise. D. From sunset to sunrise. The answer is C. Under South Carolina law, you must have your headlights turned on from a half hour after sunset to a half hour before sunrise. You must also turn on your headlights whenever you use your windshield wipers continuously, in bad weather, and whenever visibility is poor at 500 feet. Question 17. Which of the following conditions is known as hydroplaning? A. Using high-beam headlights in the rain. B. Applying the brakes on a wet road. C. Tailgating in the rain. D. Moving over the surface of water on a wet road. The answer is D. On a wet road at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, modern tires will usually channel water away to maintain contact with the road. However, in deep water at higher speeds, the channeling action of the tires becomes less effective, and the tires start to ride on a layer of water like water skis. This is called hydroplaning. It may result in loss of braking and steering control. To prevent hydroplaning, slow down. Question 18. If your vehicle stalls on railroad tracks when the train is approaching, what should you do? A. Try to signal the approaching train. B. Get everyone out of your vehicle. C. Wait for emergency help to arrive. D. Ask other drivers to help move your vehicle. The answer is B. If your vehicle gets stuck on a railroad track when a train is approaching, don't spend any time trying to free your vehicle. Instead, get everyone, including yourself, out of your vehicle and run at about a 45-degree angle to the tracks in the direction from which the train is approaching. That way, if your vehicle is hit, you and your passengers will not be struck by flying debris. Question 19. Which of the following statements about speed limits is false? A. The maximum unposted speed limit in a rural area is 55 miles per hour, except when a higher limit is allowed by federal law. B. Driving below the minimum speed limit can help prevent accidents on highways. C. The legal maximum speed limit is based on ideal traffic conditions. D. The maximum unposted speed limit in a residential area is 30 miles per hour. The answer is B. Driving too slowly can be as dangerous as driving too fast. You will obstruct traffic, and other drivers may take dangerous risks to try and pass your vehicle. It is illegal to drive slower than the posted minimum speed limit unless poor driving conditions make it unavoidable. Vehicles that cannot meet a highway's minimum speed limits are not allowed on it. Question 20. In South Carolina, it is recommended that you maintain a following distance of at least how many seconds behind the vehicle in front of you? A. 2 seconds. B. 5 to 6 seconds. C. 1 second. D. 4 seconds. The answer is D. Rear-end collisions are common, and the most frequent causes of rear-end collisions is tailgating, following the vehicle ahead too closely. The South Carolina Driver's Manual recommends that you maintain a following distance of at least 4 seconds behind the vehicle ahead of you. Under poor driving conditions, you should increase your following distance even more. Question 21. If you miss your exit on a limited access highway, you should A. Stop and ask for help. B. Make a U-turn and return to the exit. C. Continue to the next exit. D. Back up and return to the exit. The answer is C. If you miss your exit on a limited access highway, don't stop, back up, or try to turn around. Doing so greatly increases the likelihood of a collision. Instead, continue to the next exit and find a way to double back from there. Question 22. What does this sign indicate? A. A narrow bridge ahead. B. Large trucks ahead. C. Low clearance ahead. D. A narrow road ahead. The answer is C. This sign indicates that this roadway's vertical clearance here is 12 feet 6 inches. Vehicles taller than this should not proceed on this roadway. In South Carolina, trucks can normally be up to 13 feet 6 inches tall. Question 23. You have parked next to a curb facing uphill. Which way should you point your front wheels? A. Toward the curb. B. Away from the curb. C. Straight. D. In any direction. The answer is B. When you parallel park facing uphill, you should point your wheels away from the curb and then roll back slightly so that the rear part of the curb side front wheel rests against the curb. If your brakes fail, the curb will block your car from rolling backward. Make sure you still set your parking brake and leave your car in the correct gear. Question 24. What does this sign mean? A. A hill is ahead. B. A winding road is ahead. C. The road ahead is slippery when wet. D. A gravel road is ahead. The answer is C. This sign means that the road is slippery when wet. If the road appears wet, slow down, increase your following distance, and avoid sudden maneuvers or hard braking. These signs are often posted at bridges and overpasses. Question 25. To use a roundabout or traffic circle, you must A. Enter to the right and steer to the right. B. Enter to the left and steer to the left. C. Enter to the left but steer to the right. D. Enter to the right but steer to the left. The answer is D. Roundabouts and traffic circles are circular intersections in which traffic circulates counterclockwise. To use a roundabout or traffic circle, you must enter to the right but steer to the left. Question 26. To turn the steering wheel at an intersection, you should use A. The hand-over-hand technique. B. The single hand technique. C. The double hand technique. D. The hand-to-hand technique. The answer is A. When turning at low speeds, such as at an intersection or when parking, turn the steering wheel hand over hand. Question 27. In South Carolina, you must dim your headlights whenever you are within how many feet of an oncoming vehicle? A. 400 feet. B. 200 feet. C. 500 feet. D. 100 feet. The answer is C. Under South Carolina law, you must dim your headlights whenever you are within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle or within 200 feet of a vehicle you are following. Question 28. By driving on South Carolina's public roads, you imply consent to A. A search of your home. B. Chemical testing for alcohol and drugs. C. A search of your vehicle. D. Release of your medical records. The answer is B. Under South Carolina's implied consent law, by operating a motor vehicle on South Carolina's public roads, you imply consent to chemical testing for alcohol and drugs upon request of a law enforcement officer. Question 29. You may be eligible for a temporary alcohol license, or TAL, if your license was suspended for which of the following violations? A. Implied consent. B. Blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, of 0.15%. C. Either A or B. D. Both A and B. The answer is C. You may be eligible for a temporary alcohol license, or TAL, if your license was suspended for one of the following violations and you filed for an administrative hearing within 30 days. Implied consent under 21, BAC of 0.15%, BAC of 0.02%, or more under 21. Question 30. You can be charged with driving under the influence, or DUI, if your driving has been impaired by A. Prescription medicines. B. Over-the-counter cold medicines. C. Illegal drugs. D. Any of the above. The answer is D. Under South Carolina law, it is illegal to drive under the influence of any drug or other substance that significantly impairs your driving abilities. If you are not sure of the effects of a particular medication, read the warning label or ask your pharmacist or doctor. Question 31. What is a temporary alcohol license, or TAL? A. A permission to drive while impaired. B. A license that exempts you from the implied consent law. C. A license that allows you to drive while your regular license is suspended. D. A license to buy alcohol. The answer is C. You may be eligible for a temporary alcohol license if your license was suspended for an implied consent or blood alcohol concentration charge and you have filed for an administrative hearing within 30 days. You may use this license to drive while waiting for the results of the hearing. The fee for a TAL is currently $100. If the suspension is upheld, you may apply for a route-restricted driver's license. Question 32. What should you do if you feel drowsy before you drive? A. Sleep. B. Listen to music. C. Drink coffee. D. Exercise. The answer is A. Stimulants, exercise, and music can help keep you awake, but the best remedy for drowsiness is sleep. If you are getting 9 hours of sleep and still feel tired, consult a physician. Question 33. Can you take medications before planning to drive? A. Only if you have a prescription. B. No. C. Only over-the-counter ones. D. Only if the doctor says it won't affect safe driving. The answer is D. Many prescriptions and over-the-counter medications can make you drowsy. Only take medications while driving if the doctor informs you that they won't affect safe driving ability. Question 34. Things that can distract you from the road include A. Checking blind spots. B. Checking the traffic behind you frequently. C. Always checking mirrors. D. Text messaging and talking on the phone. The answer is D. Anything that draws your attention away from the road can distract you. Some examples of distractions while driving are text messaging, talking on the phone, dealing with children, and lighting a cigarette. Question 35. Which drugs can affect your ability to safely operate a vehicle? A. Illegal drugs. B. Over-the-counter drugs. C. Prescription drugs. D. All of the above. The answer is D. Prescription drugs, illegal drugs, and over-the-counter drugs can all affect your ability to safely drive a vehicle. Question 36. How can fatigue affect your driving? A. Impaired judgment. B. Slower reaction times. C. Decreased awareness. D. All of the above. The answer is D. Fatigue can affect your driving by impairing your judgment, slowing your reaction times, and decreasing your awareness of your surroundings. Question 37. Which of the following contains more alcohol? A 1.5-ounce shot of 80 proof liquor. A 5-ounce glass of 12% wine. C. They're all the same. D. A 12-ounce glass of 5% beer. The answer is C. All of the answers contain the same amount of alcohol. Question 38. Alcohol can affect your A. Concentration. B. Judgment. C. Reaction time. D. All of the above answers are correct. The answer is D. Alcohol can affect your concentration, reaction time, and judgment. Question 39. When a driver's blood alcohol concentration or BAC rises, which of the following happens? A. Self-control and judgment are the first processes affected. B. The drinker's brain is increasingly affected by the alcohol. C. Coordination and muscle control are affected by the alcohol. D. All of the above. The answer is D. Once you drink alcohol, it enters your bloodstream and starts affecting all of your bodily processes, such as coordination, self-control, and reaction time. The only cure to alcohol's effect on your brain is to wait until it exits your bloodstream. Question 40. How many standard servings of alcohol can be safely consumed by an adult before driving? A. 3. B. 1. C. 2. D. It varies from person to person. The answer is D. The amount of alcohol each person can drink before reaching the legal limit is different for each person and depends on a variety of factors. Question 41. Drinking alcohol and driving at night is especially dangerous because A. You are more likely to encounter drivers who have been drinking. B. Your vision is already restricted. C. Alcohol affects your judgment at night more. D. Roads are busier at night. The answer is B. Drinking alcohol and driving at night is especially dangerous because your vision is already restricted since it's dark out and more difficult to see. Question 42. On an expressway, you can avoid highway hypnosis by A. Talking on your cell phone. B. Listening to very loud music. C. Shifting your eyes frequently. D. Changing lanes frequently. The answer is C. Expressway driving may cause highway hypnosis, a condition of drowsiness or unawareness induced by monotony, the sound of the wind and the tires on the pavement, and the steady hum of the engine. Try to prevent the condition by shifting your eyes from one area of the roadway to another and focusing them upon various objects near and far, left and right. Question 43. When entering a roundabout, you must yield the right-of-way to A. Pedestrians. B. Neither pedestrians nor vehicles already in the circle. C. Both pedestrians and vehicles already in the circle. D. Vehicles already in the circle. The answer is C. Pedestrians and vehicles that are already in an intersection have the right of way, and a roundabout is a circular intersection. When entering a roundabout, you must yield the right of way to pedestrians and vehicles already in the circle. Question 44. Which of the following statements about safety belts is false? A. They should be worn low and snug on the hips and tight across the shoulder. B. They keep you from being thrown from your car. C. They slow your body down with your car. D. You will be trapped after an accident if you wear a safety belt. The answer is D. It is considerably more dangerous to be unrestrained in a crash. If you are wearing a seatbelt, you are much more likely to be conscious and unhurt, and hence able to escape if you are trapped. Your seatbelt also helps keep you behind the wheel no matter what happens. You can't control your vehicle if you slide out from behind the wheel. Your chances of being killed are 4 times greater if you are thrown from your car. Question 45. What type of signs are usually diamond-shaped with black letters or symbols on a yellow background? A. Warning signs. B. Regulatory signs. C. Destination signs. D. Service signs. The answer is A. Warning signs are usually diamond-shaped with black letters or symbols on a yellow background. Question 46. If you are driving slower than the other traffic on a highway or freeway, you should use A. The shoulder of the road. B. The rightmost lane. C. A middle lane. D. The leftmost lane. The answer is B. Maintain the same approximate speed as surrounding vehicles when possible, but never exceed the posted speed limits. If you are driving slower than other traffic, keep right. Question 47. This sign indicates A. A school zone ahead. B. Police ahead. C. A hitchhiker ahead. D. A flag person or flagger ahead. The answer is D. This work zone sign indicates a flag person or flagger ahead. Flaggers are often located in highway or street work zones. They use red flags or stop and slow paddles to guide traffic safely through these areas. Flaggers are legally authorized to direct traffic. You must follow the flagger's directions. Question 48. A red light with a green arrow means A. You must stop and wait until the light turns yellow. B. You must stop and then proceed slowly, yielding to pedestrians. C. You may go cautiously in the direction of the arrow, yielding to pedestrians. D. You must stop at the signal, yielding to pedestrians. The answer is C. A red light with a green arrow means you may go cautiously in the direction of the arrow, yielding to pedestrians. This is a protected turn. Oncoming traffic is stopped at a red light while the green arrow is lit for you. However, you must still yield to pedestrians and other vehicles that are already in the intersection. Question 49. To enter a main road from a driveway, an alley, or the roadside, you must A. Not make a right turn. B. Increase your speed and enter the main road. C. Reduce your speed and enter the main road. D. Stop and yield to vehicles on the main road. The answer is D. Drivers entering a road from a driveway, an alley, or the roadside must stop and yield to vehicles already on the main road and to bicyclists and pedestrians on the sidewalk, shared use path, or bike lanes. Question 50. Which of the following should you avoid using as an exit from a freeway even when encountering a traffic jam? A. A deceleration lane. B. An entrance ramp. C. An exit ramp. D. The rightmost lane. The answer is B. You must not use an entrance ramp or acceleration lane to exit a freeway, even in a traffic jam. Question 51. What does this sign mean? A. Zoo ahead. B. Deer crossing ahead. C. Farmhouses ahead. D. No animals allowed ahead. The answer is B. This sign means that deer often cross the roadway in this area. Deer are most active at dusk and dawn. Be alert for deer and slow down if you see one. Deer, elk, and similar wildlife travel in herds. If you see one, be alert for others. A collision with a large animal may kill the animal, damage your vehicle, and possibly even injure someone in your vehicle. Question 52. If you are approaching an intersection and see a steady yellow light, you should A. Continue at the same speed. B. Increase your speed. C. Stop if it is safe to do so. D. Take a detour to the left. The answer is C. A steady yellow traffic light indicates that the traffic light is about to turn red. If you are already in the intersection, continue moving and clear the intersection safely. If you are not already in the intersection, stop if it is safe to do so. Question 53. If you are on a single or two-lane road and come to an intersection with a divided highway or a roadway with 3 or more lanes, you must A. Stop and make a right turn to merge into traffic. B. Yield the right-of-way to the traffic on the main road. C. Make a left turn to merge into traffic. D. Do none of the above. The answer is B. If you are on a single-lane or two-lane road and come to an intersection with a divided highway or a road with 3 or more lanes, you must yield the right-of-way to the traffic on the main road. Question 54. Locked wheel skids are usually caused by A. Braking too hard at high speeds. B. Pressing the gas and brake pedals at the same time. C. The ignition being turned to the lock position while the vehicle is still in motion. D. The drive wheels losing traction with the road surface. The answer is A. If you brake hard at high speed, the tires may lose grip, causing the wheels to lock and the vehicle to skid. To recover, release the brake pedal to unlock the wheels and straighten the front wheels as the vehicle stabilizes. Gradually reduce speed before resuming safe driving. Question 55. In South Carolina, what does a curb painted yellow indicate? A. You may stop until the road is clear to pass. B. You may stop only long enough to make a quick turn. C. You may stop long enough to load or unload. D. You may not stop. The answer is C. To restrict parking, colored curb markings can be used in addition to or instead of regulatory signs. In South Carolina, a curb painted yellow means the same thing as a no parking sign. You are not allowed to park there. Question 56. If a police officer stops you for a traffic violation, which of the following documents must you provide the officer? A. Driver's license. B. Proof of insurance. C. Vehicle's registration. D. All of the above. The answer is D. In South Carolina, vehicle owners must maintain liability insurance or qualify for uninsured vehicle registration. You must carry your vehicle's registration in your vehicle and proof of insurance if you have it. If stopped by a police officer, provide your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. Question 57. What line indicates the outer edge of a roadway and it may be crossed only by traffic moving to or from the shoulder? A. Broken yellow line. B. Solid white line. C. Solid yellow line. D. Broken white line. The answer is B. The right edges of many roadways are marked with a solid white line. This line indicates the outer edge of the roadway, and it may be crossed only by traffic moving to or from the shoulder. The other edge is marked with a solid yellow line. Question 58. When two vehicles meet on a steep mountain road where neither can pass, which vehicle has the right of way? A. The vehicle traveling downhill. B. Neither vehicle. C. The vehicle traveling uphill. D. The vehicle that arrives first. The answer is C. When two vehicles meet on a steep mountain road where neither can pass, the vehicle traveling downhill must yield the right of way by backing up until the vehicle going uphill can pass. The vehicle facing downhill has the greater amount of control when backing. Question 59. A steady red arrow signal means A. You must come to a complete stop and then proceed when it is safe to do so. B. You must stop and you cannot go in the direction of the arrow. C. You can safely turn in the direction of the arrow. D. You should prepare to stop and yield to oncoming traffic before you turn. The answer is B. A steady red arrow means you must stop and you cannot go in the direction of the arrow. You may go in that direction only when the red arrow goes off and a green arrow or light comes on. Question 60. When are you allowed to borrow a disabled placard from a friend so you can park in disabled parking spaces without your friend? A. Never. B. If you're also borrowing your friend's vehicle. C. If your friend doesn't need it that day. D. In an emergency. The answer is A. A disabled parking placard must be kept in the vehicle that is transporting or being driven by the person to whom it was issued. If you are convicted of using a disabled parking placard for any other purpose, you will be fined between $500 and $1,000, sentenced to jail for up to 30 days, or both.
We hope you found our 2023 South Carolina DMV practice test useful. If you did, remember to smash that like button. And if you're looking for more practice tests, check out these other videos and subscribe to our channel to see our latest tests.